whereby I'm a University of UKM Kebangsaan Malaysia student with the ID metric of ZP04338.
My name is Noriyati binti Amarusi. My student number is ZP04320.
I am Rosman. My metric number is ZP04128.
Myself, Rozatul Akbar binti Nazlan, ZP04263.
Yahoo, a modern detail of Alibaba.
Alipay is a third-party mobile and online payment platform established in Hangzhou, China in February 2004 by Alibaba Group and its founder Jack Ma. Alipay overtook PayPal as the world's largest mobile payment platform in 2013. As of March 31st, 2018, the number of Alipay users reached 870 million. It is the world's #1 mobile payment service organization and the second largest mobile payment service organization in the world. Its market values in 2016 was of 60 billion, and the worldwide users of Alipay has exceeded 1 billion according to the data released by Alipay in January 2019. So Alibaba's Alipay currently ranked as China's largest internet payment service with 51% market share. Alipay's dominance is fueled in part by Alibaba's e-commerce sites like Taobao.com, China's largest online retailer. And in June 2010, the People Bank of China announced a new regulation that required non-bank companies to get a license before they could operate in China. Due to the uncertainties of qualifications of foreign invested payment company, Alibaba decided to restructure Alipay, a wholly-owned Chinese company, so as to apply for payment business license. By August 2010, the transfer of Alipay's shares completed, and that enabled it to continue its payments business in China. He, or Jack Ma, wrenched control of Alipay away from Alibaba at the time when Yahoo and SoftBank were major shareholders of the company. The transaction remains an enduring mystery in the history of the company. Jack Ma's inability to explain his actions leaves them and his integrity open to doubt and speculation, no matter how the share price trades.
Board structure in Alibaba is based on their ownership. Alibaba corporate governance profile presents a high level of risk to public shareholder because of lack of stakeholder rights and independent board representation. Alibaba is effectively a control company because of the partnership structure and holding agreement. Further, the company utilizes a variable interest entity structure that open up risk for outside shareholders, given their lack of control or influence over the significant resources held on going uncertainty around potential government restriction on the practice of such structure. Jack Ma rolled out the company payment processing unit without informing other Alibaba shareholders. In case the conflict emerged between the company, Alipay or Ma personally, such conflict may have a significant negative impact on the company business. Yahoo claimed that it did know about the control exchange. However, Alipay and the board had not endorsed the agreement. In spite of their minority equity position, Alibaba proposed board structure empower its founder and senior management to assert control over the majority of board. This conflict may emerge to this relationship. So There are two issues related to the company accounting practices. For example, Alibaba dropped a potential accounting inconsistency and obtained a backup. The company failed to embed a few of its resources and was uncovered to other accounting. Internal investigation into the possible inconsistency accounting is pending. As a result of its control status, it may adjust the evaluation of the company board and corporate governance practices. The company features a different share cost structure with unequal voting rights. The company considering the presence of a controlling shareholder. Different voting rights mean that the economic exposure of certain shareholders is higher than their voting power and may decrease the right of minority shareholders. As a board director, to be really successful, it should be to be objective and proactive in its approach and dealing with management. This makes a difference to guarantee that management is producing shareholder value. The more objective from board of director or one that is from a company management is more likely to advance or secure the interface of the company shareholder. For example, a board of director made up totally or basically of management will clearly by conflict of interest and the conservation of shareholder value might not be a need.
So what problems that perceived might exist in Alibaba's board in terms of decision-making process? Jack Ma was the Chief Executive Officer and Board Chairman of Alibaba Company in 2010 when the China government imposed a new regulation on business licensing that required online payment must be owned by the Chinese. As the chairman and at the time, and also the CEO of the company, he was bound to the duties and responsibilities under those posts to decide and act for the best interest of the company. So in my opinion, the restructuring of Alipay was the right decision to do in order to obtain the business license and continue its operation as usual. However, the transaction of transferring the Alipay ownership to other company as alleged was done without the consent of the board of directors of the general meeting. This act was seen as a violation to the company articles of association, but yet to be proven. So, Alibaba is a billion-dollar business as well as its subsidiary company, Alipay. Alipay play a very significant role in connecting all online business transactions in Alibaba Group companies, sites such as Taobao and Tmall, which carry a huge potential profit in financial services. The problem that might existed in Alibaba related to the Alipay issues was too much influence and control being given to Jack Ma, resulting in the board of directors became ineffective in carrying their duties and responsibilities in governing and monitoring the business. The board should have acted actively by anticipating the changes in the government regulations by calling for a special meeting to discuss on how to tackle a new requirement for Alipay online payment licensing, which involved the mandatory change of ownership to the local, but they were hesitated to do so. When no decision from the board of directors regarding the issue, I believe Jack Ma, who was the founder of Alibaba and Alipay, must have been very anxious about the fate of his legacy, Alipay. The very survival of the company was under threat due to the changes in the government licensing regulation, so he must do something to keep the Alipay business running as usual.
So what is defined by corporate governance? Corporate governance is basically a board of composition and structure, whereby conflict of interest may arise in terms of decision making and authority and duties of board directors as well. So the question arises here, whereby whether Jerry Yang and Masayoshi Son, whether they fulfill their duties as the directors of Alibaba's board. So in my personal opinion, I feel that I don't think both the entities fulfill the obligations and duties as directors of Alibaba's board. It is shown that in the span of just 6 years, more of their decisions received approval from the board. See, none of their decisions basically received approval from the board, whereby a lot of things have been discussed and most of the issues were not being disclosed to the board of the directors during annual general meetings that were being held. One of the vital reasons of this board of directors of not fulfilling their duties, which is Jerry and Masayoshi Son, is that due to lack of communication between both these individuals and the trust that exists among both of them. Lack of leadership skills is being essential, which is a major drawback that is being followed by loss of support from the working colleagues and the organization board. So it is being important for an organization to allow members to contribute toward the success of a team, by which contribution has to be made by employees without looking at racial discrimination or favoritism.
So when we talk about whether the action taken by JECMA is the best interest for the company, we can view this in two perspectives. The first one, we can view the ethics point of view, and another one from the business point of view. So before we go further, allow me to reiterate what the corporate governance is. So the corporate governance is defined as the process and structure used to direct and manage the business and affairs of the company towards promoting business prosperity and corporate accountability, with the ultimate objective of realizing long-term shareholder value while taking into account the interests of other stakeholders. So the corporate governance provides a framework of control mechanisms that support the company in achieving its goals while preventing unwanted conflicts. So the pillars of corporate governance, such as ethical behavior, accountability, transparency, and sustainability, are important to governance of companies and stewardship of investors' capital. As I mentioned earlier, we can view this scenario into two perspectives. Firstly, from the ethical view, JECMA had neglected the spirit of transparency in its governance. As the chairman of Alibaba Group, he should be frank to other board members about his intention to safeguard the Alipay business in China. As an entity that holds the values of good conduct of governance in the organization, the board should be advised and keep informed of any actions and directions of the organization is heading to. Any decisions made will be impacted not only the shareholders, but also the stakeholders of the organization, in this matter, Alibaba and Yahoo. By doing what he had done, JECMA's action had given an impression to the stakeholders that he was having a problem to communicate to the board members. We believe that the authority to make decisions such a huge action is the responsibility of the board as a whole, not a decision that can be made exclusively by the chairman. The suggestion to transfer the ownership of Alipay to another entity should be brought to the board, and the resolution should be decided collectively. On another perspective, in terms of business survival, perhaps the action taken by JECMA to transfer the ownership of Alipay to Zhejiang Alibaba was a good decision. At the point of time, time was the essence. A quick decision had to be made to secure Alipay. If the proposal to transfer ownership of Alipay would be brought up to the board, there will be a possibility that the board take time to study the proposal before make any resolution, or even worse, oppose the idea. This is due to the new regulation enforced by the government of China that could affect Alipay operations in China. So there is a possibility that Zhejiang Alibaba will restructure to attract new strategic investors. That move could be taken to reduce the shareholding of Alibaba's founder, JECMA, in the affiliate. Even though the new restructure of the Zhejiang Alibaba reduced the shareholding of JECMA, somehow the settlement could possibly open doors to potential initial public offering of Alibaba Group for the new setup.
So in a nutshell, the story of Yahoo's involvement with Alibaba is a legendary one. Yahoo invested 1 million for 30% of Alibaba back in 2005 to a now famous story between Yahoo CEO Jerry Yang and Alibaba President Jack Ma, who is a former English teacher, was then a government employee, was assigned to accompany Yang on a planned trip to see the Great Wall of China, and the relationship went from there. Yahoo infamously sold half of its stake back to Alibaba back in 2012 through a deal that valued shares at just $13. Just 2 years later, Alibaba, they went public in a record-breaking US IPO. Shares were $68 at the bank, and today they are worth around $181. So Yahoo missed out on an even greater fortune. It is shown that our findings from this forum is basically solely based on the opinion from each of us, whereby we would not want to discriminate or share our biasness towards Alibaba. It's just a sharing of opinion. So it is basically intended for academic purposes. So I will wrap up this session by thanking all my fellow colleagues here for joining the forum today.